Okay. Anyway. Right, we defeated Drake, we defeated Zoribs, we can go away. We were supposed to deal with some pirates, but I don't think we will do this. You know, exploration is far more rewarding. Or it can be far more deadly. You come upon the opening to a small cave. Putrid gusts of hot air burp from deep within, and you hear the faint chitter and hiss of Zoribs in earnest conversation. Let's enter. Your boots crunch through a drift of brittle bones as you creep into the Zorib lair. Practical save, and let's go.
Looks like trouble.
Oh yeah, it is. Oh, it's just a bunch of Zoribs. And they... some of them were poisoned?
That's not very helpful.
If you heal... Oh. That's not very helpful indeed.
Not sure I can.
Oh, you can.
No, it exceeds honest. Well, that's it. What can I do you for?
No rush.
I know the healing spell the best. Mole Ixiana, Mole Ixiana. Get used to this sentence, we will be hearing it a lot.
That's it.
I'll light
come
the
on.
darkness. Yes. I shall make it.
Do they have anything interesting? Shimmer scale, small shield. Am I the one who should be using it? Yes. Mine has 8 deflection but -4 accuracy. This one has 4 deflection and +1 enemies engaged, +2 shield deflection, +5 all defenses against fire, +10 all defenses against gaze. Yes. That is two-handed sword. Hello! I am a little bit better today. I'm still gonna be sick somewhere next week or next month, of that I'm sure. Dexterity, dexterity. Maybe you. So tell me, what is the book about? I have read, I don't know, 3-4 sentences, that the summary of the book, that's all I know. And I do know that I will have to wait. Oh, wait, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. I know I'll have to wait at least a couple of years before the will come out in English. That is, if it will come out in English. From between the bars stares a frail and sickly Zorib. It shrinks when you near, pressing itself into the furthest corner of its cage, trembling. Around its neck are the remnants of a bedraggled feather crest. Paint is smeared across its face, but the paint is old, flaking. It hasn't been reapplied in some time. The Zorib's regalia tells you they must have been an important figure in the tribe, perhaps a high priest or a mother, but its condition makes clear that those days are long past. What happened to you? The Zorib approaches you with an unreadable expression on its face and says nothing. Let's open the cage. The Zorib scrambles to get out of your reach. When you make no move to capture it, it stares between you and the open cage door, blinking rapidly. It tenses, then bursts out the door. Yeah, I know this is the book. But I know it's only available in French. So the La Horde de Contrevent, so if someone is listening, they will know. I tried to look it up because the thing I was able to read was a summary of a middle of a chapter, I think, or a little bit of a chapter, and that's all that was translated into English. Yeah. The Zorb stops you before you leave the cave. It points to the cave entrance, then at you, and does a little hopping dance to demonstrate walking. Yes, I am leaving. Why? It jerks its head back and stares into the shadows of the cave. It then turns its large, unblinking eyes on you and curls its tail about its feet. You want to come with me? It stares up at you, unblinking, and finally releases your leg. When you make no move to chase it away, it hops up and down excitedly.
If you told me a few years ago that I'd end up following you on another crazy errand, I'd have said you were out of your mind.
He gives you a dismissive gesture with his pipe hand.
Not because I got anything against you, more that trouble seems to come looking for you wherever you go. Yet, here we are again, probably on our way to die. Well, you already did, but me, I mean.
I couldn't go having all the fun by myself.
All real nice of you to share. Someday I'll have to get you a gift. And wouldn't you know it, this time is shaping up to be crazier than the last one.
There is something accusatory behind Eder's eyes.
But I gotta say, I appreciate how you've handled things. Times like these, staying decent's not as easy as it sounds. Thought you were weird at first, of course, but you've surprised me.
Thanks?
Well, you were having a silent chat with the dead dwarf lady when I met you.
That's true. Dead, hanged dwarf lady.
Takes a special type to overlook something like that. I've been meaning to ask, though. How is it you never seem to lose your way through all this? What is it tells you you're on the right path?
If I'm truthful with myself and others, I find that things tend to work out.
Well, hard to argue with that. And I might get some strange looks if it did.
Eder heaves a sigh that sounds as if it's been building up for months. His smile is tight-lipped, wistful.
When I was a boy, things were simpler. Aethys was more like a character we read about in church.
Easier to worship a god when their worst traits are swept under the rug.
Yeah, I guess it was. Well, most stories had him helping folks or making the world work as it should.
He adopts the smile and gently points finger of a coaxing parent.
You pray to him. He might help you too.
He lets the finger drop and the smile fade.
There was no cost to it. No confusion about his will or followers taken into extremes. Following Aethys was right. Had no reason to question.
He pauses. It could be the light, but the creases around his eyes and mouth seem longer and deeper than your memory of them.
Do you think there's any way that following him could still be the right path? After all we've seen?
I honestly don't know.
I guess we'll see what he has in store soon enough. If we make it that far. Anyway, I didn't mean for this to get depressing.
It's okay.
I think this was just a long way of saying, I appreciate the way you've guided things. Makes me feel like I'm doing some good, going with you.
He shakes his head with a look on his face, like he just remembered a joke. And we have a pet, oh my goodness. She trots along beside you, tail held high. I will do anything to keep you safe, little one. So, for the moment, hordes are like expeditions. They try to go against the wind to reach a point where no one else has ever been. Every horde can give information for the next one to come, and their sacrifice is praised by every horde. The stories about resilience, friendship, and cooperation, I'll leave it the first chapter. Not. Oh, it still sounds intriguing. Ah, island name. How should we name the island? Why Salad Dodger? Translates to Salata Dodger. I will give. No, it won't be Evna. It will be emotional roller coaster. I am wondering why adopting Zori made us the owner of this island, but I'm not questioning it. Bones scratch underfoot. Strewn across the sand are skeletons half buried in wind-blown dunes or lying bleached and begging in the sun. Their corpses still wear the tattered remnants of their clothing, their packs tangled in their limbs. Worms circle like vultures high above you. You feel a tug at your leg. Mother Sharprock clings to your boot, staring out at the dunes, then looks up at you. Her eyes are wide with fright. She fears this place. The sand is strangely lively here. It dances as if caught in a breeze, but there is no wind to stir it. Several piles of grit rise above the dunes in suspiciously orderly mounds. I'm greedy. Let's search the skeletons. You approach the nearest skeleton and untangle the pack from its remains. As you disturb the skeleton, several sand blights rise up from the desert with a great gust of wind and head straight for you. Exactly, we already have a bunker or a cave, so yep, that checks out. Okay, we have to get rid of them one by one. You cast your prayer of healing. Once we focus the strongest enemy in a fight, then suddenly everything goes smoothly. Who the thought? Oh, but I used to have my own castle. So now I'm owning an island. Still feels like a downgrade. Oh. Just beneath the castle I had this whole multi-leveled dungeon in which this whole statue made of Adra that now is walking away from us and we must chase it is alive, but it was all underground, except for a couple of fingers. What do we have here? Some ale. Okay. Ruined tower. Oh. You find a ruined tower rising up from the top of a low hillock. The wood and stone structure is stained by oily smoke residue, and a smattering of masonry is spread out from the tower's base in a wide fan. It seems to have suffered from some kind of explosion. Elementalist grimoire, and we got everything that we could. Okay. There's also a bit left to explore up here. So let's do that, and we'll be done. But I'm fairly sure there will be nothing there. Oh, maybe? No. I was baited. Yeah, that would be great. Although, once everything collapses, I'm not saying if, I'm saying when, I just want a cave or some basement where I can read all my books. If I'm taking my sweet time with them, then I would have like 20 to 40 years of books to read, something like that. After hours spent wandering through the desert, you stumble into a lush oasis nestled against the base of a massive pyramid. You search for an entrance and finally spy one at the very top of a long staircase. Let's ascend the pyramid. It's a tough climb, but that doesn't stop you. Drenched in sweat, you finally enter the welcome shade of the room at the top of the pyramid. Now it's gonna be a fight or a place to explore.
Sometimes Aethys likes to keep the candles burning in his church when no one's around. But that ain't Aethys.
Yeah, it could be Margran or Boudica. The eyes of this statue seem to follow you wherever you walk. Blessed incense and Azota show. I'm sure they wouldn't mind.
As you like.
This fractal relief portrays the broken crown symbol of Boudica. Yes, it is.
You hear that? Whispers in the darkness. Whispers from the grave.
Do you hear that?
The translucent visage of an Orlan glows before you. At your approach, it shimmers. You are swallowed by a tide of bewilderment. As your mind strains toward the confused soul, the presence of other spirits begins to prick at the edge of your awareness. You sense their rage is directed not only at the bright soul, but at your intrusion. A rush of grisly images flash before you, sadistic murders, violent torture, and wars. A din of spiteful whispers assaults your mind as the depraved souls relive their gruesome crimes. They take glee in the terror of their victims. The confusion of the bright soul lessens. Emboldened by your presence, it shines with steady azure glow. The whispering souls retreat to the shadows. Your mind clears. You extend your perceptions to the bright soul, and it reaches out to you in turn. The world slips away. You wake with a start, unable to breathe. Someone covers your mouth with their hand. Their grip is so tight that you can taste the salt in their sweat. You're hauled from your bed by three dark figures. They drag you screaming down the stairs and toss you into the road. You stumble to your feet only to be painfully thrown back. Taut ropes bite into the flesh of your wrists. Murderer! Accuses one. Betrayer! Shouts another. Your neighbors watch from their windows, mouths agape. None of them come to help. They turn away as you scream their names. You feel a jolt on the back of your head and darkness envelops you. When you come to, your knees ache against cold sandstone. You betrayed nothing, killed no one. Confusion and pain swirl in each panicked plea. Hardened eyes stare back at you through slits and an expressionless mask. You find no reprieve in them. Words are spoken but lost within the rhythmic pounding in your head. This can't be happening. The masked figure demands justice. A sword swings and you feel the hot bite of steel against your neck. Oblivion rolls over you like a tide. Abruptly, you find yourself back in the ruin. The confused spirit pleads to you without words, its shimmering glow almost childlike. You were executed for a crime you didn't commit. It wasn't your fault.
If you've seen what you need to see, Watcher, I'd like to fulfill my duty and reap this soul. Will you allow it?
Shorty raises her lantern, eager. The light slices eagerly across her face. I'll deal with this myself.
I have a calling, Watcher. You can't keep me from...
Shorty bites her lip to cut the complaint off. With a sigh, she sets her lantern aside. Seraphin shows his braided beard beneath a queer, quiet smirk. The soul flickers briefly. You feel it loosening its grip on this place as it attaches itself to you. Its glow extinguished, the chamber is plunged into darkness. Jealous whispers return with renewed malice. The guilt of the damned bears down upon you, an unholy chill that sinks deep into your bones, your every marrow running cold as ice. Unnatural shadows dance in the darkness around you. Well, to tell you the truth, the guy will be lucky if they will let him back in the country. He's not a liked figure in Poland. Not at all. Mostly because he is pro-Europe, pro
Yes?
United European Union. He is more of liberal,
I shall make it so.
I think. I'm honestly a person who does not give a crap about politics, because usually people who go into politics as their chosen, I don't know, path of work are, this door is too fast, are they either idiots who just want to be famous, mind you, educated idiots, because most of them have some kind of higher degree, or they just want to see the world burn because they love to argue. So yeah. I saw something there. Dangerous creatures have made this sacred place their home. If it is Woodica's will that they remain, it is not our place to disturb them. Further, remember that we are not here as looters. Anyone caught thieving will meet the Strangler's justice. Let Kudwina's death be an example to you all. Inquisitor Ludwin! She was here. She's the one with fiery gaze from a vault. She was here. Nice. So since she was here, that means we are before the events in a vault.
Perfect.
Okay. So we have the chronology pieces fitting. Okay, keep on healing. He's not quite in the range. Or
Say your prayers.
okay, let's get rid of those barrels.
Me too, man.
No. Stairs up, we saw that. And can we go over there? Yeah, let's go over there first. I tried to get interested in politics. Oh, there's a cat.
As you like.
Because I don't remember. I think it was last year. They started to.
What can I
Give
do
me a
you
moment.
for?
Okay, so I tried to get interested in politics last year because they started to stream their argue that I don't know, it's not Senate, but either way, they started streaming on YouTube, like live debates streamed. Okay, so I can watch them and edit it to see how it really is. And the truth was just as...
What can I do you for?
I don't want to say disappointing, but yeah, it was disappointing because what I saw was over 100 adults arguing and behaving like kindergartens because someone did not agree with what they said. And those are people who are supposed to decide for the lives of the whole nation. And they cannot even be respectful of each other. So, like, why would I let them decide anything? So it basically made me disappointed in adults more than I already was. And I stopped watching after, I think, 2 days of the debates. The crash of time has significantly weakened this section of wall. You feel a slight breeze coming through the cracks between the stone. You suspect that the wall will come right down with a bit of force. Eder. Oh, Eder charges into the wall, but it doesn't budge. Eder stumbles back, grimacing in pain. Oh no. Okay, pry bar. You start to put leverage on the pry bar and the wall begins to tremble. If you continue, there will be no way to get out of the way without collapsing the wall on yourself. You manage to pull the wall down, but it collapses right on top of you. Yeah, I'll take it. We can go even further down, but I'm more curious about what might be in here. Some gold. . Let's go down another level. This way, this way. I don't suspect that there will be any traps in here. Usually Wutika is not one. Okay.
As you like.
I stand corrected.
Aye.
Captain.
Captain. Aye.
I shall make it so.
I see the wits of their eyes.
Oh my goodness. No. Broadcast. Pestilent. Okay, let's deal with this one first. How many of you are there? Okay, right away. Prayer of healing. Go.
Moe, Ixie, Anna.
Come on, Moa, Ixiana, quickly.
Wait.
We've dealt with the pestilent one. There's another pestilent one.
That's it.
Not to try something else.
Nice. Yeah, in the end, we will see how everything will go.
Ain't you got the decency to die?
Captain.
We still have choices. Sometimes more, sometimes less.
Moe, Ixie,
Freedom to
Anna.
choose, but we must work with what we have. Guessing by the thick layer of dust on these stone slabs, they haven't been used recently. What do we have here?
As you like.
The water rolls with the teeming of countless tiny maggots. Oh, secret. Thank you. Thank you. What am I picking up? I'm not quite sure. Olive, wouldn't you like a new grimoire? Don't get me wrong, I really like your grimoire. Wait, why did it show it like as if I was the one supposed to use it? Okay, I honestly don't know how it is supposed to work. In First Pillars of Eternity... Oh, there it is. You would choose a spell from a grimoire of someone else's and write it into your own grimoire. Here I'm not quite sure if this is the case. That's a cool and... Oh, we can enchant it. I'm too poor to enchant anything else, yep. Just a cape. I am looking for... What are you giving us? Plus 5% damage from area of effect attacks, grants pet party weight effect. I mean... That is really good bonus. We have 3 black cats, black dog, spotty cat, and a pig. Okay, it's not here. I have no... I think I'm picking up some gold coins that are really weird. It's not helping me that it's this so dark in here. Luckily, we have Shotty with her lantern, so it's not that bad. Oh, it's blocked. But honestly, I don't see anything. So, if you don't mind, I'm going to prefix there is gamma, right? Want me to? Did I not? I applied it. I don't see any difference, honestly. Of course, Black was. I had a feeling that it would end like this. Oh, 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 Olaf. Olaf, you heal. You cast prayer of healing. Now. Quickly. Oh, no, no, no. You take care of this one. Olaf, get in here. And help with this black ooze. Okay, great.
Aye.
Oh, now prayer of healing stays in place. Huh. In first game, you would assign it to a character, and it would travel with that character. Good to know. Good to know that it stays in place.
Aye.
The Zorib chitters angrily at you. There's a Zorib? Of course. Oh. Shorty, you know what to do. Heal. Shorty. Heal. You have to. Again.
Aye.
They'll fall by my hand.
That must have hurt.
What for, Cap?
You have... No, you don't have any more spells.
Yes?
Olaf? What? Where's my Zorib? I haven't seen her in a while.
As you like.
Okay, maybe she stayed upstairs.
I feel it.
Now the important thing, can we rest? Yes, we can. Oh. Oh. Crafting. Food. Bloat, 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 something bloat. Drugs? Ooh. Okay. Ripple sponge, okay. I should be crafting more things. Taro stew. Chew, sorry. Poisons and antidote. I'm not really into those. Oh, it costs me money? I don't want to eat ingredients. I would like to... that is interesting. The penetration of weapons. There you go. Unfortunately, I don't have penetration with spells. You'll eat stew. Rest. Stairs up, caretaker quarters. That is interesting. But I don't see anything else. It might be interesting here. I think those are drake or worm eggs. So yeah, let's go back upstairs. Now, as I can see, I'm perfectly blocking the battle log. So, I am not... Hey, why are guys not coming here? I am not blocking anything important. So today I did a little bit of research, and apparently it is possible to create a... Of course, it is possible to create full body model, but what I was not aware of is that it is possible to track full body model without any special equipment. Programmers are so so smart for doing stuff like this. So yeah, you can have full body model and make it move like you move without any special equipment, just a webcam, apparently, and hundreds of hours that are necessary to properly rig the model. So there's one thing I will never do. Unless I am fired from my work. Then I'll have plenty of time. Oh, Oasis. The site of a recent battle spreads before you. The bodies of the routed force still lie where they fell, though most have been picked clean by scavenging beasts. Okay, we found everything we could. Yes, I know. But Lori has 3D model, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, for that she was the reason why I was interested in that. At first I did not notice that her whole body is moving, but after I noticed that it indeed is, I did some research. But yeah, I wasn't aware that you can do the same with the 2D model, the one that I have. So, what fog rolls in? Oh, so basically what I have is a painted picture, like 2D picture, spread into parts, assembled together again, and I use it. I had to, I don't know, reshape the parts as they move. So I had to manually change everything to make it, as you can move it like this. So that's why I said that those are hundreds of hours for me to do. So I can either redo my models, both of them, to 3D, or I can make them in 2D and try to mimic every movement that I can naturally do with a drawing and reshaping. For context, what I have here took me 8 months of work. And I'm still working on that. So it's not finished. Out of nowhere, a heavy fog rose over the ocean, so dense that you cannot see more than a dozen feet out from your ship. With the fog's arrival, the winds die, the waves calm, and the Defiant is left aimlessly drifting, the only sounds those of the hull groaning as if in dread what's to come. Eerie green lights pierce through the fog as the silhouette of a massive galleon approaches. Black sails, though tattered and rotting, catch in an otherworldly wind, slicing the ship forward at a rapid pace. Ere the captain, a skeleton outfitted in tarnished armor, with glowering eyes, surveys you from the quarter deck of the decaying galleon. She rubs 2 fleshless fingers against her chest before pointing right at you. But the goddess of death has marked, I will live untouched. She nods solemnly, once. Then, with a tilt of her skull, steers the ship away. As the floating hangman turns, several undead sailors shamble across the deck, hungry for a look at your crew. They scratch at the chipped and rotted railing, heads rolling on their exposed spines. The ship disappears back into the fog. A few minutes pass before the fog fully dissipates and the wind picks back up, rustling your sails. The sea is clear, empty. The other ship is nowhere to be found. Oh, and that's a good thing. That's so... It's a very good thing that we are marked by the goddess of death herself. Or the gods of death, more like. To be fair, it started as a side, something to made me, how can I say it? At first, this whole project started as some sideway from my daily work. So it was something, lethargic ship and bread drops at them, massive into deck. Oh, okay. So it was something for me to change my focus from my daily work to. So first, I made it in Figma, so it was just a bust, basically. And after I rigged the bust, I was like, okay, this is fun. This is fun program, fun thing to do. Let's try making it a little bit more complex. So then I started drawing. And believe me, I suck at drawing. This took me most of the time of those 8 months. I would say 6 was planning, designing, and drawing alone. The 2 months were rigging and researching all the information needed. To Evna, captain of the Defiant. I know what you're thinking. I have 2 many lovable cats, dogs, pigs, birds, and pigs. Like you, I once thought I could take in stray pets, care for their needs, and shower each with equal affection. But we limited beings have only so much love to spread around. unpleasant, unfair, unfortunate. That's why I took it upon myself to optimize affection and curtail my critter care. I bring you the Critter Cleaver. The cleaver is a handy, ethics-free apparatus yanked from a genuine Ingwithian dig site and restored to glorious functionality. Simply slide your favorite feline down one end and let the cleaver do its charm. The best is yet to come. See, the cleaver remembers. Stick a white bird in there, it remembers. Purple pig, it remembers. It even remembers your pet's strengths, weaknesses, and favorite places to poop. Now your furry friend isn't just going to slide out of the cleaver's business and same as it went inside. No, they come out different. Better, sometimes. That's where it gets fun. Combinations. Want a bird to think like a pig? Want a cat to think like a different, better cat? The cleaver provides. You would be doing me a favor of epic proportions if you gave the Critter Cleaver a whirl. Once folks see you using it, everyone will want a turn. I move it to the far wall of the dark cupboard, which is at Periki's Overlook in Neketaka. You can find the cleaver just due west of the wooden fella. A friend and fellow animal lover. P.S. I fixed the insert receptacle so that it no longer accepts orals and gave it a good scrubbing. You are welcome. I'm not using a cleaver on my pets. Oh, come on. Oh, there's Neketaka. Well, far from it. I am doing visual data quality check, which means I am watching videos and check if they are marked correctly for machine learning algorithm. Oh, come on. Can I go to Neketaka, please? Thank you. Neketaka, late spring. As you walk down the dock, your approach is noted by a cadre of heavily armored Aumaua. Their leader briskly leads them to intercept you. Though the harbor master says nothing as she surveys you, you notice a telltale sneer and a twitch of revulsion that are all too familiar.
You're far from home, farmer. How did you make it all this way in your little boat?
The Aumaua cranes her thick neck to look along the hull of your ship. Her expression conveys equal portions of incredulity and pity.
Why do we gotta be farmers just because we're from Deerwood?
Are you a farmer?
Yeah, but you can't just assume. We got rabble-rousers too.
As her attention returns to you, the Aumaua's mood becomes more formal.
I'm the harbor master, Kauha. I must ask your reason for docking in Neketaka.
Okay, let's go. I am following a giant made of Adra and I need to see someone in the palace about it. The harbor master chuckles to herself as do the women and men behind her.
Yeah, you do need to see someone, truly. I think it's the animancers in the spire you're looking for. To help with your head.
Hey! The assembled guards roar with laughter and clap the harbor master on the back of her joke. Deep within you, you feel an uncomfortable roiling. You can't be certain if the sensation is physical or spiritual, but it immediately induces nausea and fills your ears with the sound of blood rushing through your head. Cutting through the din, you hear a familiar woman's voice speak. Each word comes slowly, following with what sounds like the chiming of a small bell.
Show them.
Get them? No, I don't want to show them. No, no, no.
Show them what you are.
It is really important that I go to the palace. I need to learn where I can find Luminous Adra.
This city is full of foreigners looking for luminous Audra. If you want it so badly, get back on your ship and head back out to sea until you have proper business here.
The harbor master gestures toward your boat. The women and men behind her nod and murmur in agreement. The nausea continues to build inside you, blood pounding against your skull. Again, the woman's voice. Again, the chimes.
I will help you.
What's the matter with you? What are you doing? If you're trying to scare us with some cipher mischief, save the purple flames for the tribes of the outer island.
The roar in your head begins to abate. The ringing of the chime becomes clearer, rhythmic. 2 successive peals followed by a brief respite. You realize the chime is ringing in tandem with your heartbeat. You open your eyes. The harbor master is gesturing wildly, presumably to get your attention, and yelling in your face, but you hear no words, only the ringing of the chime as your heart rate slows, and slows, and slows, and slows.
Now.
What is this?
Run for it!
I think I got a ghost up my nose there.
Sorry.
That's better.
Aye.
Well. I'm fairly sure that was unpleasant. I hate being an instrument of gods. They think they can achieve everything by force. No, you need to talk to people. Pallegina!
Watcher. Tiverus. Is it really you?
Hey, I know those feathers. Pallegina.
It's been ages. But what's happened to your armor?
You two know each other? I mean, I wouldn't be jealous if you did.
Kyoti's eyes flick back and forth between you and Pallegina. She bites at her bottom lip, but says no more.
Know this last Cap? Oh, I weren't aware you favoured feathers.
Shush. Pallegina's mouth hangs open in shock. Though her hair and feathers have the same immaculate grooming as when you last saw her, her breastplate's 5 sounds have been carefully scratched off. She looks down at the armor and back up to you with a pained glance. So, Pallegina here, she is a paladin, and she is also godlike, like I am, but her patron is the goddess of wind and birds, and any creature that flies, basically. Hiela is her name.
I'm sure that even at Cadnua, you must have heard what happened when I returned to the Republics.
I did. I'm sorry things didn't work out for you. She glances away and gives an appreciative nod. You can see the muscles in her jaw clenching as the second pass.
The Republic survived. That is the most important thing. And here the company's business seems to be getting on fine without my interference.
Are you working for the Valen Trading Company now? A pathetic laugh escapes her lips. She turns her gaze down, shaking her head.
No. No company associated with the Dukes will employ me now. I get by working as a ship guard. At least I can be among my people, even if they look down on me.
I could use your help. I'm hunting down Iotas. Her eyebrows arch, the membranes of her eyes sliding out and back as the weight of your words hits her.
I suppose I should not be surprised, considering all we went through. But no, I will not be coming with you, Watcher. I would be lucky if I wound up dead.
Come on, the things didn't turn out all that
Corres, Watcher.
A mixture of sadness and anger flashes across her face. It is quickly replaced by her familiar home expression. She nods once, then turns to go.
Smooth, Cap. Like barnacles.
Hey. I guess you could say that she participated in Wind of Changes. Because I was the reason for that change. I told her to disobey orders she received. And because of that, she was... I think she was excluded out of her former... how was it called? I think from Valiant Republics she was expelled.
Need a fresh jacket or pants? Something more delicate? If you have a frame, I can fit cloth to it without fuss.
The tailor elbows your shoulder width, doing some mental calculation.
Take your time. I'll give you space to browse.
Thank you. Oh, finally someone who doesn't look at my face. Let's sell all the useless stuff. Where is it? Black pearl is... I keep forgetting that stones are now ingredients, so we basically have to sell all the things we have here, all the weapons, etc. Oh, no, give me back my torches. But my bad influence opened some trading routes. So while she ended up in the docks here, and Valia not really liking us, we opened some trade routes, some new possibilities. Could have been could have ended worse.
Fish or two, stranger. Today's catch, ripped straight from the hands of the salty wench. You'll find no fresher. Have a look.
Yeah, indeed. Cuttlefish, hackfish, silverfin. Yeah, some very nice fish.
Welcome! Venturing out past the city. You'll want supplies, crab traps or the like for larger game, I warrant. Of course. Take your time.
Just so you are aware, there was one character from Pillars of Eternity that we won't see.
I shall make it so.
And it is because, due to my choices, he burned himself on a stake. I think it's how it's called. He burned himself to death as a sacrifice to his goddess. So that is some bad influence.
Be with you in just a... Almost had it. Damn your eyes.
The sun-scarred dwarf gingerly picks at the splinter in his thumb, muttering.
Hazard of the work, really.
He gives up with a frustrated grunt, shaking his hand.
Came in on the sloop? I can hammer your ship together if you're apt to pay me for it.
Lamar bares his teeth and grinds them hard enough to sound over the noise of the dock. Huh. Having trouble with a client?
Aye.
Captain Redora hasn't paid me for her commissioned firepower. While I'm up to my nose in debt, the wild mare gobbles up her coin. And now, pirates are holding my feet to the fire over some sham of a deal.
Damn pirates.
If I don't get Redora's payment, I might as well start carving my swallow net.
If it gets me a discount on your labor, I could hunt down Redora.
You do that? A fair price goes without saying, Cully. It all comes down to blasted pans and pyres in the end, doesn't it? Ugh.
But I want to see what you have for sale. Voyager. Yes, I don't have 20,000, unfortunately. What is that? Oh, that's a cannon. That's a cannon. What's that? Morale. Oh. That's a very bad morale. Okay, okay. Let me see. Light lantern. An erratic fire leaps violently against the glass of this lantern. Ah, okay, there's blight of fire trapped inside. Okay, okay, I see. Oh, that sounds so nice.
It is not as easy as it seems to turn a profit in Neketaka, but there is opportunity.
I used to play Minecraft with one of my first online friends, let's say. It was nice.
On shepherds us all, traveler. Seek out his temple along the sacred stair, that thy path shall be made clear.
But it was back in the days.
The Haganui is at the palace, blaming the Valiants for attacking one of their ports.
Well, did they?
Of course not. But the Queen must calm them down before they go to war over it.
That was back in the times when I think wolves were a new thing. And there wasn't Microsoft version of Minecraft either.
Well met, stranger. Akira, but isn't this district a fine place?
Let's turn to see what she's looking at. She doesn't settle on any point of particular interest. Everything from the high buildings to the cobblestones is a subject of fascination. She notices your attention and turns her eyes to the ground.
I am not one meant to venture far from the gullet. Until recently, I had a respectable job at the Luminous Bathhouse.
Oh.
Now that I am unemployed, I seek to make myself useful before the money runs out, and I must return to the Roparo as a pauper.
You worked at the Luminous Bathhouse.
A wonderful place. Would that I could cross its threshold again and feel the mist of luminous waters. In spite of my time there, I cannot do else but give it my highest recommendation. You will find the Luminous Bathhouse in Periki's Overlook.
How did you lose your job at the bathhouse?
More happens at the bathhouse than cleanliness and ease. It is a place of meetings, business, and transactions, to all of which the attendants are either blind or deaf.
Okay.
One day, I overheard more than I ought to have. In my erring, I gasped. To my great shame, I showed a most unprofessional reaction before clients. I was fired, and rightly so.
Tell me about Queen's Bear.
The Queen granted this area of the city to the Valian outsiders. Here they organized their business and trade, digging up the archipelago with both hands and carrying riches overseas. In her welcoming embrace, the Queen allowed a similar concession to the Royal Deadfire Company. You would do well to see as much of Neketaka while you are here, I am thinking.
What did you overhear in the bathhouse to cause such a scandal? Akema shakes her head and lowers it in deepest shame. She's trembling, and it's clear that, in her estimate, she has suffered enough without debasing herself even further. Could you direct me to the Kahanga Palace?
Akira, you want to follow the road north, up the mountain, always climbing. It is the highest point in the city.
Oh.
Merla.
I think I'm a little bit older in my knowledge of pop culture, because for me Invincible is mostly tagged under books. Specifically Stanislav Lem, Invincible. Top-notch science fiction. Excerpts from the Sermon of Struggle. Choice is a luxury we earn through peace. Struggle is our fundamental nature. Even when our war banners sit idle, mankind foments strife. Friends argue with thirsts, lovers kindle jealousies, merchants compete with lies. Whatever mankind goes, struggle follows. Magran is goddess of fire and war, not bloodshed and conquest, though many in Red Saras would tell it differently. How bitter they must be that Magran's priests were able to destroy a god made manifest. How bitter indeed. We who worship Magran are not adult barbarians or cloistered mystics. We are soldiers, armorers, watchmen and bodyguards. Artisans of conflict and protectors of our families and flags. We do not salivate for battle. We view war as unwelcome, but struggle is our fundamental nature. We do not pray for strife, we pray for the wisdom to resolve it quickly. We do not wish for war, but when it inevitably must be fought, we find divine ecstasy in discipline, efficiency, and excellence. Magran, guide us to the battle that is just and fair. Let us be your fire that burns away the profane, leaving only the righteous. If struggle is our fundamental nature, let victory be our inevitable state of grace.
Hunter taken.
Oh. Oh, I think I saw memes from that show. Is the meme, look what they need to copy the fraction of our powers from that show? If yes, then yep, I'm aware of what it looks like. No sooner do we approach the Valiant woman than she squints and turns up her nose, regarding you with thinly veiled distaste.
I only deal with serious clients. Now shoo.
Excuse me?
Done. You are dismissed.
Madiko. But it is impossible to find skilled work when every competent freelancer wastes their shore leave in the wild mare.
When blood travels south of their brains, the value of a good bounty is forgotten.
You give out bounties? I could take some off your hands.
You, a nameless face of the streets?
Yes?
I do not make a habit of shepherding new talent, but there is a seed of potential. We will cut your teeth on Biakara, a Huana sailor and would-be patriot who plagues company ships.
Okay.
Gelarde. Biakara sails a voyager's scale of Tangaloa off of Hasongo's northeastern coast.
Okay, before I go, I have some questions.
Questions? Ask your questions, Aimika.
Why aren't more sailors accepting work?
But I blame Luminous Adra.
Of course, everyone does.
Our privateers are busy escorting shipments out of the Deadfire. Everyone is rich, no one is hungry.
Where are the casitas willing to sink their enemies for a bag of pyres, huh? Drunk on success.
Okay. Oh, there's whole second.
We
Oh no.
can summon the guards if you want to be difficult, Amico. Kindly leave.
If Luca doesn't see reason, the Duape will lose their lands. For their sake, I must...
That's enough out of you. Good day.
Give me a moment. Oh, no. You duck down into the canal and find yourself kneeling before an iron gate. The reek of sewage wafting from the other side is powerful enough to bring tears to your eyes. The iron bars are set firmly into the surrounding brick, barring any passage onward. Let's look for weakness. The iron looks sturdy enough, but you are able to spot some telltale signs of corrosion between the bars and the brick. Now that the defect is apparent, the work of bending the bars would prove a less demanding challenge. Sure. Leveraging your weight on the pry bar causes one of the bars to snap free, leaving enough space to crawl through. Okay, but let's leave. I'll come back here in a moment. You. The young Juana wears a disconcerted frown. He meets your approach with the flicker of a welcoming smile, but it dies down quickly.
Please, I must ask a favor. What say? Do you have business with the Valiant Trading Company?
Not yet, at least. Why?
My people of the Duape. We signed a contract with the company. We were not understanding the terms at the time.
Oh.
I wish to, what say, renegotiate. But the clerks turned me away.
Tell me more about this contract.
My father, the Ranga, took payment from the company. In exchange, they dig for Audra.
Okay.
He did not understand the Valiant way. When he dies, the Outlanders will claim our island for themselves.
Oh.
Father has fallen ill, and the clerk, Luca, stands by the agreement as surely as if it was stamped in his skin.
I'm guessing the company didn't like someone challenging their unfair deal.
Akira. When the Valiant clerk learned I was from the Duape, he became very anxious. I made my appeals to Luca, but my words were as stones dropped down the deepest well. While I am barred from the company office, I can do nothing for my people.
What's that? Laugh. I'm not gonna laugh. I'll meet with this Luca. Maybe we can arrive at more agreeable terms.
Akira, my thanks. I will remain here by day until justice is done.
Definitely not. Stealing. It's not stealing. I would just want to go inside. But I guess that's the way we go get inside. I'm through. You carefully squeeze through the opening, steeling yourself for what comes next. In the darkness of the tunnel, you hear quiet urging. You press on with offered sympathies. Who failed? Oh, Seraphin and Alice failed. As you progress through the tunnel, a change in the air pressure catches your attention. There is an opening above your head. The walls are slick and coated with waste, but you find handholds carved in either side of a narrow passage leading up. You haul yourself out with a bit toward freedom. Out through the toilet of the Valiant Trading Company headquarters. Who would have thought? Okay, this is just a way back. Stay. I don't know if I'm not sure if I should be. Okay, they don't mind me. I assume it's normal for them that people climb out of their toilet. Company guard. Queen's Bear.
Captain, you eyeing that fry-shat bare paws lump of lumber yonder? That be the Misery's Delight. Malnage's pus-stuffed canker of a boat.
He points wildly at a half-galley docked nearby. Only 2 hands hold the deck. The remaining crew may be below decks, or they may be ashore. Who?
Malnage. High Queen Sea Devil of the Deadfire. Unfortunately, also the second best ship hunter around. After yours truly, of course.
Of course.
Doxy popped a hard on and a half for hating me the tick I joined the Sorcerer. Romaro shielded me from the worst of her training. When they bountied him, I figured for sure the Rat Queen would be the first rat up the gangplank. Malnage be up in Romaro's head, or I've never had a roll on the waves. She finds him for us. She'll sink him soon as sighted. Come on, Captain.
He bounces on the balls of his feet. Huh. Wait, I'm stealing a dog. Toby!
You're right.
This note appears to have been quickly jammed under this bench as it slowly crumpled. It's covered in what seems to be several failed attempts at amorous verse, including a few ill-advised rhymes for helm and sword. I don't want to know. Sermon of Struggle. This we read already.
Do that with his hands.
Oh, not this.
Aye, 'tis rough in his precious spelling book that scares the lad. Or maybe 'tis notching his wee finger.
You gotta stop. My sides hurt. Oh, I miss this.
Surely how he's always brushing himself. He won't say, but he's afeard of seagull shit.
Orans are unusually hygienic. So we must give him that. Most of the time that is. Oh. Can we speak to you? No. Unless you have business here. Yes, I do have business, but apparently not with you. Hello. You have a name.
Just a moment. There we are. So, did Alvari send you? I'm putting together the numbers. You will have to be patient. Well, you're no clerk. Sientere, Watcher. I was preoccupied. Do not take it personally. They put me in this side office for a reason.
How do you know I'm a watcher?
Oleska Saraso, advisor. And you are the Watcher that frightened the harbor master.
Ah, okay.
Did you get turned around? I can't imagine what you'd want from me.
Can I ask you some questions?
I can spare a few moments.
Could you tell me a little about the Valiant Trading Company?
Well, it is funded and so controlled by the Songretta Mea Compresa. I can tell you that much. A council of 11 investors. Dukes, nobles, not all from the Republic's mind, but all very important people.
Who runs the company?
While the Songretta is away, Cantaniro is the company's highest authority on the island, but he mainly concerns himself with diplomatic affairs.
Oh, sorry. What do you do here?
Put plainly, I am an advisor to the director. I keep the books in order and offer advice on the operations of the fleet. Profits, losses, all here. I have a better head for numbers than for small talk, I'm afraid. It isn't personal.
I understand perfectly.
It is nice to be asked, I suppose. I hardly ever get anyone in here unless they need help with their sums.
I don't see why. You probably have the most important job here.
That is true, but hardly anyone says so. I have been lucky to reach this position. I enjoy the work, and it is clear that I am needed. Being useful. It is a good feeling.
Who's in charge here?
I only handle the numbers, madam. If you are looking for work, you should speak with Governor Alvari. Her office is downstairs, towards the back.
Downstairs towards the back. Okay, thank you. It's so nice when someone is useful. there. And let's go back downstairs.
You, what are you doing here?
Business took longer than expected. I'll be leaving now.
Then permit me to escort you safely outside. The Night's Watch, they deal roughly with intruders.
I will be back. And back we go. Toward the back, so somewhere here, I would say.
Scallywags.
Oh.
Not quite.
She was right, they did not take kindly to us moving around here.
That's not very
helpful.
Watch me work.
Oh, come on, I just want to sneak around. Okay, I'm gonna quick load because I really wanted to sneak around. It is just my 3 working days for response took its hold. I'll save you. What is that? Left out, right? Okay, who's the best at stealth?
Oh, I think I
Take away.
can't see you, you sneaky bastard.
Yes? Okay, who is the best at sneaking? I'm fairly sure it will be you, but let's see. Dexterity, I think? No, they should be stealth. 7, 1, none, none. Seraphin, it's your time to shine.
Done and done.
It's about here, I guess. This cabinet is full of contracts, ledgers, registries, bills of sale, and even more obscure records of Neketaka's bureaucratic underbelly. The way these are organized, there would be no point in poking around aimlessly. Someone would have to approach this archive with a goal in mind if they wanted to locate the right information. Okay.
Oh, I think I can't see you, you sneaky bastard.
Actually, I hope so.
Oh, I think I can't see you, you sneaky bastard.
Once again, I hope so. Oh no. No, 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 no. Okay.
What for, Cap?
Oh, there he is. It's a little bit tricky for me to fill out precisely. Of course. No, no, drop this. Ooh. Yeah. I can tell you this game was not meant for for stealth. You see, I have a little bit of trouble. Wandering around. Okay. Yes.
Swapped in sparkling, Captain.
Nice. Is it because it's oh, it might be because it's too late, and it is, and actually no one is working here. No, we're screwed. We're screwed. Why? Don't. Thank you. No, you don't. How? Why? Why? Okay. You run here. Just run there.
I'll be seeing you soon.
This one. Disengage. Disengage. We cannot run away. Okay. Well, I'm screwed. No. Oh. You heal, you heal. Yeah. To be fair, we were warned. Not this. This. Okay, but they left.
Happy to oblige.
That's it.
So we only need to deal with two. I will handle the wound. So that doesn't matter really.
Yeah.
let's get out of here. Yeah, but it might have been because the hour. What? Yeah, it's hour 21.
Little, me and my brothers used to spend hours chasing each other through the Merkberry fields. Don't think a day went by I didn't have a skinned knee or a bleeding elbow.
Oh, we did that sometimes. Only my brother usually had a hand in the bleeding.
He older or younger than you? Either way, I bet he's just as strapping.
Older. Was older. Then Raid Sarah's invaded.
Oh, I didn't... I mean, of course, it's... gone, but I'm so sorry.
Yes, Eder's older brother was killed during the war. Really. And we've spent a lot of time looking for his... I think for his badge. To prove that indeed he was dead.
All right.
That's dealt with. Who will pay me for that? No one will pay me for that, of course. Okay, we can walk around until it is day again. Which might sound a little bit weird, because it is always day, as you can see. Let's visit the wild mare, and while we are going there, I'm gonna grab myself some water, so I will be right back. Alright. Wintel.
Hail and welcome to the Wild Mare, friend.
Hello. A jovial man at the bar grins and motions you closer. His arms are corded with thick muscle and cross-hatched with scars.
Now, what can I do for you?
I'm not looking for intimate entertainment, come on.
You see anything you like? You let me know.
Private dance room. +1 cast with level 1 spells, +1 to... Yep. Luca.
Do you enjoy a coin, my friend?
My one
Can you lift a
solace
sword?
from the tedious bureaucracy.
Okay. So you also...
Ado, my friend. I knew our paths would cross eventually.
I bet you say that to all of your clients.
No, you mistake me. I am not one of the courtesans. Tell me, you are the one who sails that fine ship, Ak? Terrorize the docks with spirits, Ak?
Not on purpose. Who's asking?
I am Aboko, and I am positioned to offer... I have opportunities for...
He clumsily unfolds a sheaf of parchment. The tankard slips in his grasp and spills ale down the front of his trousers. He goes down at himself in horror.
1,000 times I practiced my speech. Merda, never did it go this poorly.
Just tell me what you want.
I am supposed to be in the business of giving bounties, but I know no one who hunts them. No one will unfurl their sail for my humble payments. But I must start from the bottom and work my way to the top, Ak?
You'll get there someday.
Agrasima, my friend. If you are ever lacking in drinking money, you know where to look.
What bounties do you have available?
You will take the job? You will take the job.
Yes.
Agrasima. Something special for my first hunter, then. I will start you on Meria, the mad animancer. She tortures her victims with unspeakable treatments before casting what's left to Berath's will.
Oh.
My contact saw her leaving Port Mage and heading west of Mage Island.
Then she joins the goddess of death in the beyond.
My first bounty to pay off. An exciting day for us both.
I have no idea when we defeated her.
Maybe it's not much, but as I make more deals, more pyres will be available, Ak?
Do you have anything else?
I finally managed to land the rights to a bounty of value. You may not like it. There is a thirsty drake who roosts near an oasis northeast of Mage Island. An important site for refilling canteens. The local tribes call him Purakeo, after a sea dragon of legend. Even so, they have no love for this water thief.
Okay. I'll return with his head. I hope. Answer cook. Captain Radora.
You say I cannot down the rest? Watch me, Miko.
A valiant sailor raises her tankard and arches her back to invite a torrent of ale down her expectant mouth. Holding this pose with nothing to show for it, she taps the tankard's base and furrows her brow at its apparent emptiness. Her companion shakes his head and focuses his attentions elsewhere.
Madiko, it is no wonder I thirst. This is not a temple I expected the gods to frequent.
Really? Wait. Zamar sent me to collect your debt.
Merla, and he hired muscle. Sientere, but you are too late to collect.
She holds out her palms and flinches at the blow that doesn't come.
A gang in the northern alley stole every coin. I cannot hire a crew, much less repay Zamar.
Oh, not another gang. Last time they killed us several times. Oh. Zamar is having some pirate trouble. Could this gang be connected?
If they wanted Zamar to thirst for coin, it is possible. Botzos will regret it when I turn my cannons to their mast.
Those the cannons you be waiting for Zamar to cast you? Because I'd be seeing more holes in that plan than in any Principe mast's future or no.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
Wizard lights drew me like a moth to the alley north of the wild mare. And the blow to the back of the head that followed, Merlight hurt. Then a wolf sat on my chest while a group of thugs went through my pockets.
Oh.
It growled like a thunderstorm and drooled on my uniform. I stumbled back here and traded all I had left for the comforts of the mare.
Sounds like my quarrel is with this gang. Farewell.
When you got their leader, tell them Radora sent you.
Yeah. Sure. You cannot even pay me. I don't know.
Where in the blazes is that old man?
Hello?
See something you like?
Maybe. The dancer turns to greet you, a coy smile tugging at his lips. He's short for an elf, but no less graceful for his lacking height. His long face and dark eyes lend him a solemn air, but any hint of gloom is chased away by the whoosh of color in his cheeks.
Aloth! This is the last place I expected to see you. Have your interests changed so much since our time at Bragon Hill?
A grin lights up Ymir's face. He fidgets with his hair self-consciously, smoothing it down where it's been mussed.
No, I still enjoy tile puzzles and deflecting personal questions. Anyway, what are you doing here?
I could ask the same of you. I make my own hours, meet fascinating people, and the coin's nothing to sneer at. Better than stuffy old books and unflattering robes.
He casts a critical eye over Alf's outfit. He opens his mouth to speak, but decides better of it. This is amazing.
It's good to see you again, Aloth. Anyway, I should get back to it. Be well.
He smiles warmly at Alof, blush coloring the tips of his ears. Sorry, everyone has fun with that.
It was lovely seeing you. Perhaps lovely is too strong a word. I meant pleasant. Perfectly agreeable.
He looks at you, chagrined.
I can see where I may have confused the poor fellow in our academy days. 'Twas a right fierce labour getting the lad to finger any flesh that weren't covering his spelly books.
Listen here.
Did you enjoy the show? There's more to see, if you're interested.
Tell me about yourself.
I suppose. I was raised in the Adir Empire. When I was young, I studied to be an arcane knight. After an incident at my school, I left the continent and wandered until I found myself in Neketaka. As you can see, I stayed.
What kind of incident?
A handful of my fellow students got up to a bit of mischief that ended with several people dead.
Oh. His gaze lingers on the floor, the cushions, the tables, anywhere but your face. After a moment, he shrugs, offering no further explanation.
Did you enjoy the show? There's more to see, if I suppose. I was raised in the Adir Empire. When I was young, I studied to be an arcane knight. After an incident at my school, I left the continent and wandered until I found myself in Neketaka. As you can see, I stayed.
How would you become a courtesan?
Same as any of the courtesans here, I imagine.
He brushes his hair back from his face with a sigh. His long, suffering smile says he's answered these questions many times before.
I showed an aptitude. I trained with a master, and when I was ready, I began accepting clients of my own.
There has to be more to a story than that.
There is more to every story. But the rest of it belongs to me, and I don't care to share it.
How much for your time?
Ah, the money-minded type. I've always found fiscal responsibility very attractive. My time will cost you 150 copper, friend.
What? Okay, the window suddenly flashed. I think. Okay. Sorry. That was weird. Okay. Let's say I'm interested.
I feel like I should have a problem with this, but mostly I just kind of want to see where this goes.
She licks her lips and gives you a little shrug.
Follow me then. I wouldn't mind seeing you again, so long as you come.
So you're saying you're literally a pirate of the mind? You sail in and steal people's thoughts?
Behold, lass, I'm the original psychic piratical.
Not hardly. Even I've heard about Malnage. She's a cipher like you, ain't she? Only older.
Ugh, had to dredge up my cruel rival. You should know her arsehole itches when mention being made of her.
What a nasty hex. Tell me you weren't the one that put it on her. Darn, I hope that doesn't make her itch. Hell, or that. Now I'm just making it worse. I best shut my mouth before I cause more damage.
I like your style, kid.
I shall make it so.
How come we always end with a courtesan in such a situation?
You want to speak with me? You do it in my room.
Eh? Wait. How am I supposed to speak to you in there when you are over there? Hello. A burly dwarven man hums a jaunty tune to himself as he fastidiously organizes his collection of scented oils. When he hears you enter the room, he greets you with a smile and a humongous outstretched hand. His grip is strong and sure.
Come to seek ablutions for your sins? Ha! Get it? Ablutions? Absolution? Ha! I crack myself up. Gets me every time. Massage? Bath? Whatever you need. Just ask.
Much for your time.
250 copper.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Soaps, oils, fresh linens, all included. Best massage in Neketaka. That's what they tell me anyway.
Do you do anything else?
Oh, no. These old poems. You know how it is. Wouldn't want to hurt myself. Or you, for that matter.
Okay.
This robe over here, then hop in the bath. You have a nice long soak while I wash your hair.
Oh, that's so nice. Although, yeah. Although personally I really hate it. I detest it from the core of my heart when someone touches my hair. A fire god-like woman polishes a pair of stocks, standing to them with the fondness of a mother for her favorite child. The room is dim, illuminated only by the glow of her steel-forged skin. Her eyes burn with the light of Magran's fire. When she hears you enter, she shoots you a look of utter contempt.
I will give you an experience you won't soon forget.
Oh, thank you. Okay, tell me about yourself.
I must assume the question beneath your question is how a fire godlike came to find herself in a place such as this.
It can happen to anyone.
Perseverance. Being as I am, I have been forced to find it for myself. Now I teach it to others. To live in a world as a thinking, feeling creature, it is difficult. It demands strength. But we cannot always be strong. I help those who have lost their strength to find it again.
Okay. Oh, we can also go to Queensburg from here. Oh. Oh, it's another balcony. Okay. And some kind of vantage point, I assume. I don't know. Sailor, commoner, sailor. Doesn't really matter. District home. Okay, let's invade someone's privacy.
Have yourself a look at that, mate.
Steal.
It shall open to me.
Just want to see what's in there. Nah. What time is it?
I've been dreaming about a priest that died, then rose again. What do you think that means?
Don't
I
ask
see
about
him walking Aora. Nothing but bones, lit by the flames of his soul.
Lord Admiral Imp. And Zoribs. Lord Admiral Imp.
Avast, ground filth! Why disturb Lord Admiral, eh?
The imp glances left and right with evident anxiety.
Not doing anything wrong, eh? Go away!
The Zoribs flanking the imp chitter themselves and glance around the district. You wouldn't be trying to steal a boat, would you?
Boat? Lord Admiral has fleet. Blast filthy ground stink city. Start with you, eh?
The pitch of the imp's voice begins to turn heads.
Get her, cullies!
The imp points at you and scratches at the top of its lungs. Oh, Whoa. They're here.
Me too, man.
Perfect.
I will hit Alf as well. But not like this.
This is futile!
What the hell? Oh, no penetration. Why are guards attacking me? Why? Why are guards attacking me? What did I do? It's an honest question. Why are guards attacking? What the hell? Press either. There it is.
How may I help?
There's no way I can take on a full city of guards. I don't remember when I saved. Oh.
I cannot whack him any harder.
Try. Oh. Do you have any healing left? Yeah.
Cooked that up, didn't I?
Oh?
This is gonna end badly. Oh, this.
That was about as useful as a bump on a pickle.
Why? Neketaka champion, Neketaka guard. The hell? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them. 10 guards protected an imp and a band of Zoribs. Why? At this point, I am simply confused. I'm not mad, I'm confused.
Avast, ground filth! Why disturb Lord Admiral, eh? Eh? Not doing anything wrong, eh? Go away!
Need to talk. And the mural. I'm just looking it up because it's a very weird way. Yeah. Oh. Okay, I'll leave. Because this is an issue with fight. Combat start, but I don't think I have turn-based. I probably do. Game. No. Level effect, auto level, show qualifiers, show companion relationship info. I don't see it. Definitely not graphics, not. But okay. Let me see if I can change it. Let's see. No, but I am using real time with pause. So they shouldn't be hostile, is what I'm going after. Why are they hostile? Okay, this role sent me.
No interruptions to the plan. Lord Admiral's work too important. Get her, cullies!
Let's run back here.
Well, that's not it.
Dude, it's not a good time. Who are you? Gentleman, wealthy gentleman, great. I think as long as we are fighting out of the side of the first guard, it will be fine. I hope it is the case.
I cannot whack him any harder.
Now she's fine with it.
What can I do you for?
All right.
No, I have no idea what happened, really. Nothing happened. Don't get to call me anyway? Come on. You don't have a name.
The Queen is holding court today with the Valians and Rowattians.
How long before they're killing each other?
Wager on it?
Okay, it's hour 7, so it should be open. Hope it is open. Why everyone wants to call me something? I mean, I can enter. So maybe the first time I simply entered during the closing hours. Yes, they're not angry now. Standing next to her desk and lost in thought, Governor Alvari looks up at your approach. Her expression of intent focus holds instantly. She greets you with a startlingly sunny smile.
An interesting surprise. The Watcher of Cadnoa, no? I am told that is your ship in the harbor. Ikosi, I mean nothing by it. All newcomers are of great interest here. I am Lueva Alvari, Governor in Residence of the Valiant Trading Company here in Neketaka. What brings you to my door?
I come from Port Maget. Governor Clario suggested the Valiant Trading Company might have work for me.
Generous of him. I am a little surprised he gave you up, to be honest. His operations on Port Maget must be going more smoothly than reported. How much do you know about the luminous Adra trade?
I know Iotas is looking for it.
Funny. I thought the Dawn Stars were the only people we didn't have to worry about. Every viable deposit is of interest to us. Cartographers, surveyors, at any moment we have a dozen expeditions underway. Some weeks ago, we received word of a large quantity of luminous Adra on a distant island. Pukukahara. It is not charted on any of our maps. However, Pukukahara is said to neighbor the island of Tikawara, and we've already made contact with the natives there. We dispatched an expedition to Tikawara with instructions to locate the Adra site and determine its value. Our people have neither returned nor sent any word on their progress. We are too long delayed, and someone must finish the job. A watcher can determine if there is essence in the Adra, if it is worth the trouble and investment to remove it. Information for which we are willing to pay.
If I'm to sail to Tikawara, I'll need to purchase some supplies.
Yes, I take your meaning. Here, a taste of what's to come.
Nice.
This will be of some use to you, I think. It entitles you to act as a commissioned agent of the Valiant Trading Company. Present it and you will be recognized as such.
Thank you.
Until then, I believe we're finished. Return here once you have word of our agents and our prize. Oh.
Oh. Oh, and take care upon the open sea. There are great hazards in these waters and a few pirates. I've noticed. Come on. Okay, those are their sleeping quarters. Really, you're not gonna talk with me? Oh, come on. The cleric busies himself about the room, favoring you with a brief glance. He rubs under his eyes and exhales through his nose.
Try not to break anything.
Let's examine him. Luca's shirt is spotted with a number of faded purple stains that you recognize as droplets of wine. Someone has tried unsuccessfully to wash them out. Noting your interest, Luca tucks his jacket close.
The servers at the tavern are clumsy. Most clumsy, indeed.
I spoke with Taverno outside. You have a claim on his tribe's land?
A lawful claim, I might add. No matter what the native says to the contrary. He showed up with a forged contract, as if I wouldn't know the difference between our paperwork and theirs. Tawenu is lucky I only seized the forgery. The Galid is too good for his kind.
There must be some agreeable way to sort out Taverno's problem.
Your villager friend would do well not to stand between the company and our prize. The company is allowed to solve problems as we see fit. And right now, Tawenu is a problem. Besides, lying is second nature to the Ranga heir and his ignorant cliente.
You know, I can always just sit on the office stoop and tell passers-by how the company conducts itself.
I see. The company would appreciate it if you kept our affairs as discreet as possible. Now move along. I have larger matters to resolve than the fate of one insignificant island.
Wait, what? No, we're not done.
Already. Must you crowd it further?
About your other problem with Taverno.
This again? Precomplan, can it?
Taverno mentioned you were anxious about talking to him. Why?
The crown has been known to grimace at our client tribal privileges. We do not allow local trouble to stymie us so that Rawatai can steal an advantage.
You're ashamed of this practice, and you don't want to admit it.
Postenago, the company has every reason to congratulate itself. Now move along. I have larger matters.
I'm not done with you.
Already. This again? Precomplan, can it?
We're talking about the Dwape homeland. This isn't right.
This is the homeland they signed away for money, Ak. I can almost guarantee the company will put it to more dignified use.
What is the purpose behind such a contract?
Simple enough. We take on the burden of caring for the tribe in exchange for luminous Adra rights. Tawenu is myopic if he thinks his tribe can thrive under Aranga in this climate.
Keep negotiating like this, and you'll drive the Wana into the arms of the Royal Deadfire Company.
This is... true enough. But breaking a contract for diplomacy's sake is simply not done.
You can't think of a single loophole we could exploit to... No! The company loses nothing by letting go of an island they never had.
I would be remiss to uphold one contract to the detriment of our operation. Go on then. Some of us have more important duties.
I was this close to kicking his teeth in. This close. Tawenu? Oh, there he is.
I'm not so sure I believe you. What am I thinking right now? No, wait. Now.
It don't work that way, lass. I pick up on feelings. See fragments of memories sometimes. Impressions. And mostly when folks are upset or a bit of nerve, unless I'm trying to intrude. And I generally try not to intrude.
You intruded on me the moment we met.
That were an accident. If anything, you be the one that were intruding on me.
Oh, well, you could take a gander if you wanted. I mean, not all the time. Just this once.
As you wish, lass.
Seraphin looks up at Shorty with an uncommonly serious impression. His eyes seem to drill into her. Then, suddenly, he jerks his head away and blinks like his eyes are burning.
So which is it? Light or dark? What do you see?
Neither, lass. Bounced off you like a bullet off an ironclad.
Shorty shrugs and looks away. Seraphin watches, hand rubbing the back of his head. Anything I should know about?
Mayhaps. Let me be ruminating on it for a tick, Cap.
Sure.
Akira, you return. What say, friend? A strange smell follows you, I say. I hope you're not unwell.
Luca listened to reason. The Duape will keep their island.
Akira, I cannot believe. A light after our long sorrow. My village is modest, but I came prepared. I set aside a few gems for trading. They are yours by right.
Thank you. I'll accept whatever payment you have to offer.
You are a friend of the Duape. We do not forget.
Tawino smiles, rolling his shoulder with the ease of one who stands suddenly taller. Who are you? Why are you here?
And here I thought Tawenu would hold vigil on the company's stoop until the last shard of Audra was dredged up from the ruins of his village. Sometimes it pays to be wrong.
Someone had to step in and help.
Plenty of folk disagreed with you, it seems. I wonder, what makes you so different?
Have you seen my face? Or my forehead, to be precise? Many would have said that this is making me different.
The Valian Trading Company is so fixated on incremental profits that by the time they make any real headway, Rawatai will own every island in all but name. And the Hawana are so gullible that their loyalties will be spread across 500,000 contracts, and nothing but black powder will remind them who truly owns Deadfire. Stop by the Royal Deadfire District sometime. Rawatai needs men and women of action to represent our interests, and I can see a promising career for someone like you.
Everyone seems so
I must
over
say,
here
our
for
adventures
us.
together have been a welcome change of pace.
Thanks. I appreciate your company too.
When we first met in the Deerwood, you were struggling for your sanity. Now you're fighting for your soul.
No rest for the wicked.
I can't imagine the weight of that burden. And yet you've borne it, and more remarkably.
It's not as though I have much choice.
But you do. The gods have sent you after Aethys, and every power of note in Deadfire has their own plans for you. That puts you in a position of incredible influence.
Oh, no, we're not going that way.
I've known you to be a person of rare kindness. Still, I'm pleased to see that you don't take your responsibilities lightly.
I'm just making this up as I go along.
Perhaps so. But you must know how many lives hang in the balance. I hope you'll remember this in the days to come.
Don't worry, I will. Yeah, it is very close. I mean, okay, for those who don't know what I meant is close, Berlin is close to Poland. Yes. Cortina's voice finds you before she does, her barks of laughter and cheerful directives resounding throughout the mill. She flits from worker to worker, offering critique and approval. When she finally spots you, a shadow of apprehension passes over her face. She hides it with a toothy grin.
If you are here about the taxes, tell the queen...
Why do you look like a goblin?
Oh, you are not the tax collector.
No.
What business brings you to my mill?
I need refined luminous adra.
I need a large country estate and several handsome women to fan me with palm fronds. It is good for the heart to dream impossible dreams, yes? The Adra belongs to the Valian Trading Company, Aimika. Unless you plan to open a bathhouse to rival Ganor's in Periki's Overlook, we will take no orders from you.
Can't you make an exception?
I cannot.
Okay.
Good day.
Good day. I don't need to ask what you're doing here. You are obviously refining Adra into luminous Adra. What dog? Another dog. Abraham. That's a very nice name. I drove through Berlin, didn't even stop in there. When I was going to Belgium to work. So I don't have any experience with it either.
I get the feeling you don't like me much. Was it something I said? I think it was something I said.
No, it's not. You're not doing anything wrong, exactly.
Really? I mean, you tell me if you had a problem, right? If I'd bothered you this whole time?
It's nothing personal. I just don't think we need to be talking is all.
Oh. Well, thanks for clearing that up.
Shorty, what did you tell him? I was also in Brussels for I think a couple of hours for a stop.
Look at that, mate.
Yes. And strangely enough, it was a place where I brought some French wines. Come on, I'm sure we can speak to Caleb.
Oh, hello.
Sansa!
Welcome to my shop. It's such a pleasure to see a new face.
We know Sansa, he was in a boat as well, and he also had a map emporium. Of course.
How might I assist you?
What do you do here?
Oh, I am a cartographer. I make maps. I'm not half bad at it either. And may the gods forgive my immodesty for saying so. If you need a map of any settled region of the Deadfire, I am your man. And my commission rates are quite generous. It used to be I would take to the sea and do a bit of charting myself. But I haven't the time. Too many maps need making. A shame, too. There's a whole swath of the Deadfire I've yet to see. I'm quite keen to write a book, in fact. Oh, but I won't trouble you about that. Excuse my nattering on, won't you?
Do you sleep here?
Sometimes. Married to the work, you know? I just get so engrossed in my maps. And next I know, it's morning. Sharing a bed with a few maps is a good sight better than sharing with Caleb, I'll tell you that. He always hogs the blankets.
Nice dog.
You think so? He is a magnificent beast, isn't he? He's been a bit low lately. Between you and me, I think he's heartsick for the sea.
You said you're writing a book?
I'm putting together an explorer's account of the Deadfire. Or at least the part of it Queen Onekaza's tribe has laid claim to. My book will be the first of its kind. The Explorers Club will go mad for it. Or, well, that was the idea. It's a fiercely dangerous enterprise, in point of fact, and nobody will agree to chart the islands for me. You'd think ship captains would be a bold-hearted bunch. I offered fair recompense. I'm not exactly the most powerful fighter, or I do it all myself. Still, wouldn't it be wonderful? An explorer's guide to the Deadfire. Someday.
Oh no, that will end in death of 5 cartographers. Don't do that. Oh, I've got a bold heart and a ship. Need a hand?
Do you mean it? This is... Wow! I can't thank you enough. It's a lot of ground, I mean water to cover, and some of these islands are in very dangerous waters. Don't worry, I planned it all out. We'll get your feet wet first. With a little experience under your belt, I'm sure you'll get a taste for it. Nothing will stop us. I mean, you. The idea is to explore all the islands that haven't been charted yet, or even named. That falls to you, Aimika. You can't tell me you've never wanted to name your own island?
I already have one.
I thought we could start with the waters around the company outpost at Port Maggi. There are 2 islands in the region, and nobody's taken much notice of them yet. Once you're back, I'll start filling in my map and adding your findings to the book. Oh, this will be wonderful.
Okay, I tried to look it up really quickly, but I have no idea which wines, honestly. All I remember is that they were very fruity, and that's about it. And they had they relaxed the cup was laxed with wax, candle wax or something like that. That's all I remember. But it's been years ago. They are sometimes
light of spring,
being sold in the city where I live. We have summer festin, something like that. And then I also found it once, but for the sake, I have no idea how it looked like. How, I mean, if I saw it, I would have recognized it, but I don't remember. I'm not really good with keeping things in my memory. Why is
We're full up, I'm afraid. If you're looking for lodging, you'll have to hope there's room at the tavern.
How's business?
Well, as they say, business can always be better, yes? I'm sure I needn't bore you with the details.
Details, okay. Who's in charge here?
You'll find Otello Valera upstairs in his study.
You rent rooms?
We do indeed. Forgive me if I mistook you for a tenant. There are quarters set aside upstairs. Passers-by with a bit of extra coin will find a welcome cot and a meal. This is a temporary measure, of course.
Of course. We rent room at all, with much less for short-term stays.
It's not my place to share the dealings of the Valera family, but this is all rather public. Suffice it to say that a family in want of coin might find alternate means of securing their finances. In the case of this estate, that means renting the occasional room. No shame in making a practical sacrifice. But I've said enough. Speak with Otello if you have business with the Valera household.
I might do that. Thank you. I know I'm not helping with my description, but once I see it, I'll know it is the one. Until then, it's a mystery to me. Oh, the wolf is so cute.
I shall make it so.
So I see. We are both great at identifying wines. And it might have been actually those 4 years that I haven't drank any wine at all. After the first time I had COVID, I lost all taste for wine, like completely. I get instantaneous headaches when I drink a drop of wine. And that's about it, so I dropped it completely. After second COVID, I lost my all of ability to withstand beer. So I would drink one, like, normal beer. Nothing weird about it, just a standard, like, beer, let's say Heineken. And then I would go to sleep. I would be cut off completely. That's it. One beer, I've now gone. So now I'm rarely drinking any alcohol at all. I just must enjoy whatever's happening while sober. So, like, he's a professional tester of wine, so...
As you like.
Yes, the newcomer. I thought you might visit.
Why? What's wrong with your armor? Why is it zapping? It was you.
Lady Izali Bardato. Custom dictates, I say, at your service. But I have not the time for such lies. If you have business with House Bardato, then speak on.
You notice something unusual. Your attention is drawn to Anzali's desk. Among the assorted letters and documents sits a brass seal, still dripping with heated wax. The drippings have dried into an almond-shaped pattern which resembles the shape of an eye fringed with bird feathers. A nictitating membrane flicks across its surface in a barely perceptible wink.
Are you still with me?
Azari breaks your focus by waving her hand in front of your face. She glances between you and her tidy desk, frowning. Sorry, I lost focus for a moment.
Well, I will endeavor to hold your interest next time.
Your family seems very well established here.
Ugh. My bank shoulders the costs of the Valiant Trading Company's operations in the Deadfire. It is said that no Valian may wipe themselves unless a Bardato's signature approves it first.
If that's true, we gotta stop shaking hands with them.
I'm certain you've touched worse, farmhand.
Stop calling him farmhand. Okay, but it seems she is a follower of... What was his name? The god of riddles and things lost. I don't remember. And that is very theme appropriate for him. Okay. Yeah, last 2 times I tried drinking non-alcoholic beer. And let me tell you, even that did not end well for some reason, and it gave me a headache as well. The guard captain takes his time moving to the barred door, his armor creaking with every step. He appraises you with a lazy sweep of the eyes, while his fingers curl casually about the hilt of his blade.
Welcome to the Bardato Vault. You have an appointment, madam?
A vault? What's in here?
The Bardatos are a banking family, Mestra. We hold a great many accounts belonging to our fellows within the Valiant Trading Company. We also safeguard those valuables they entrust to our keeping.
Okay.
A matter you may discuss with the lady. Upstairs.
Oh. Okay, we've been kicked out again. Sometimes I think I have bubbles for a brain. What is funny is that I actually have quite strong head for the alcohol. I am used, luckily, I am used to drinking absinthe or gin with a little bit of juice, and I can finish one bottle, let's say 0.7 liter alone, and I will be still as if I was sober. Oh, that's a pretty colors. So I'm a
met,
biology
stranger.
mystery.
If you feel like investing in protection, I'd be willing to trade iron for copper.
Your selection is fine, but I'm looking for even better.
I assure you that everything I sell is well crafted. But I will admit I'm not quite the weaponsmith that Marihi is. Nor do I possess Uto's expertise with firearms. Marihi, you can find in Pariki's Overlook, the district to the north. Uto has a shop in the Brass Citadel, in the eastern part of Neketaka. Lots to see. Take your time.
Ooh, cacophony. Heaven's cacophony. I'm still too poor to afford. I mean... Why is absinthe banned in France? Is it because of the of what it contains, or some reason similar to naming pigs Napoleon? Sorry, I'll remember that one for the rest of my life. What do we have here? Medium armor. You are using medium armor. Great. Crash and freeze. +1 armor rating because it's fine. And this is also medium. You are using light. You are using probably heavy. You are using medium. Oh, that is interesting. It's even more interesting that it's not banned here in Poland, and one would have thought that we would be under the same food and alcohol ruling. Yes, I will remember the pigs thing forever, believe me. Plus 10 to all defenses, so that's for either. Does that give intellect? Deflection. As you don't have anything, you get intellect, you get deflection.
Not bad.
I am a giant book of random facts. So that one will be stored in with me as well.
That's close enough.
Her cheeks are sallow and she licks the edges of her dried lips. Even if she had eaten this week, you'd doubt she'd be in fighting shape. There, no need for that.
Belfetto, smarter than you look. Can't be too careful. Queen's birth has an edge to her.
What's a kid like you doing in the streets of Neketaka?
Nasenale. I've never had a roof over my head longer than an evening. I guess cutting me loose was cheaper on my parents than a passage back to the Republics. Or a few bites of bitter squash.
You know anything about the local pirates hustling Zamar?
Ugh, if they're the same ones who robbed Radora blind. The boss and his wolf sleep their fun off by day.
Oh.
But by night, he and his botzo friends keep to the alley giving out bruises for coin. Nasenale. I've never had a roof over my head longer than an evening. I guess cutting me loose was cheaper on my parents than a passage back to the Republics. Or a few bites of bitter squash.
No, I don't want to join your preference. Oh, you see, I had no idea about that. In here, on the other side, we are faced with giant issues with energy drinks, and now they are considered adult drink. You must be you must be adult to buy energy drinks. There's a giant problem with kids underage buying those single-use, I don't know, single-use cigarettes. I don't know how they're called. Not e-cigarettes. Yeah, it could be e-cigarettes. Said that he sleeps off during the day. Principino. Where is it? Children don't start shorty. Learn about Itikawara. Terms of trade. No. Yakara, no. Toronto, no. I am fairly sure that there's some things missing here. Ship rates. Oh, that's one. The fox got the drop on her in the northern Azokin Burrs. The gang sleeps by day and makes trouble. But we saw someone with wolf in here in this state. Oh yeah, exactly. The electronic cigarettes, yeah.
God's sickle comes for us all, yet his light shines brightest.
But now there's also those little satchels of nicotine that you put in your mouth between your gum and the lip. That become more and more popular. And the thing that I find very unsettling, and it was already noticed in the US, is that usually those nicotine, either cigarettes or the packets, they are so colorful. The energy drinks as well, they are so colorful. They are inviting, they are directed to underage people that are reacting to the colors mostly. Can I speak with you? No, I'm looking for one guy. Oh, I think the same guy, the laughing gas, the same. I think sometimes dentists use as an anesthesia. I think they are not supposed to use it anymore, but in some cases it is still used, I think. Where is the guy? Wolf, right? Martino. Oh, right.
Ah, a new face in the Valera halls.
This place looks pretty shabby.
Not every family in the Deadfire controls the very flow of currency.
True.
My time is not inexhaustible, but I am willing to spare it. What can I do for you?
What does your family do for the Valen Trading Company?
Valera ships escort goods and merchants from island to island across Deadfire. The Principe dogs show us their stern whenever they spot Valera colors on the horizon.
Leave it to a swabby from the Republics to think a pirate showing them their rear be a compliment.
You?
I do. What
I spoke to you.
A new face to the Valera halls. And aren't we all so excited to see you? I always make time for chatter. Say what you will.
What do you bring to the Valera household?
Is drama an acceptable answer?
Very.
I make sure the wine cellar is stocked, and that sons and daughters alike know how to carry a blade.
So I'm not looking for any of you. Where is the guy I'm looking for? Or a girl, I don't know. Valera.
I shall make it so.
Ticking of the clock fills the dining room in quieter moments. Okay, this is the dining room. Cook. Do you know something? No.
Something more I can do for you?
The leader of this pirate gang travels with a pet wolf. Really? No. Is that the way out? Yeah, that's the way out. I haven't seen anyone in any of the beds. Where is he sleeping? No. At this point, I'm just guessing. No. I swear there's no one sleeping in here, and at this midday.
My time is fleeting.
Yeah.
Ado, what?
So we must deal with them during the night. Okay, I get it. I will deal with you during the night. Oh yeah, the Fruit Loops. Yeah. Overall. No! I pressed both buttons to quick save and quick load. I have no idea where we are going. I think we are okay. We know this. I assume everything is okay. So let's wait. To the night. Oh, not pre-dawn. Midnight. Okay, can be midnight. Lucky for me, that's why I keep spamming quick save.
So she asked him what he calls that trick, and he says the consueli.
I guess you're the funny guy.
You the one causing trouble in Cotter's neighborhood.
The wolf at this man's side raises her heckles and growls. He shushes and pats her behind the ears, all the while keeping his focus trained on you.
I thought Remaro's pup kept better company.
Ahoy, friend. So you still be doing that old referring to yourself by name thing? Would have thought it'd have cost you enough lays by now to be dropping that affectation.
Cotter has not missed the sound of your voice, Seraphin. Your smoke and mirror ghosts do not impress Kaletzia, and they do not scare Cotter.
Sorry, Valian names all sound the same to me. Which one is the pretty wolf?
Oh.
You'll know soon enough.
Evna finds them amusing, which is enough for Evna.
Cotter likes you already. What do you want?
Nice wolf.
Siletzia is Cotter's heart. She is his rage and his spirit.
Okay, I get it. Target her first. Someone robbed Captain Radora. You have anything to do with that?
Depends. You seeking Vengiata for that house?
She owed money to Zamar. Money I need back.
Kata heard a newcomer was talking with Zamar.
Wrong play, Cotter. Let's be keeping this a friendly fucking chat. Lest the captain be calling your raise.
Look, Seletsia. Your supper comes with blue fur. Tell the shipwright to accept Kata's deal before he suffers another setback.
Tell me my business again, and I'll sew your wolf into a pair of boots, Aimiko.
Not Seletsia.
His hand goes to the scarf of his companion's neck. A chuckle rises from his mate, which they fight to suppress.
There's better ways to scare him than threatening innocence.
Ekosi, and whose side are you on? Your Casita or the wolf? No one threatens Kata, you overstuffed boil.
Lusa's voyage would be a mercy compared to what I have planned for you. Kata flinches and turns to his crew. He studies each of their faces in turn.
This one's not worth it.
Thank you. I told you we can we can manage everything by talking. Oh my goodness. I think the light does not like me here. Yeah. Oh, I saw my husband playing Fallout 3 and Fallout 4. Or it was New Vegas. Either way, every 2 or 5 minutes the game would crash. I am more than amazed that he is a person who would finish each of those Fallout games more than 5 times. Okay. Oh, there's Summer.
Ahoy there. Any news worth telling?
I convinced Kota to leave you alone.
Best news I've heard since I arrived on this rock. What of Captain Radora? Has she sobered up yet? Or do we need to shake her by her ankles?
She was robbed. Don't hold it against her.
Robbed? Abidon's fist. Someone's feeling bold to prey on a captain in Queen's birth. Matters being what they are, Radora's commission is yours, if you can afford it.
I might be interested.
That'll be the Iron Thunderer. A cannon well deserved of her name. Maybe she doesn't stand up to Rawatai's standards, but she's got heart. For 1,000 pyres, she'll crack a hull, scour a sail, or splinter a deck like an imp with something to prove.
I'll take it.
You will?
Yes!
I mean, you will! Your vessel will spit fire like a worm with a belly full of fire kelp.
Thank you. For 1,000 we get 4 cannons. That is great. Great. Okay, I think we can finally go north. We can get out of this place. I don't think they will remaster any Fallout games. Not with how they treated Fallout London when it not even came out, when it was supposed to come out first. Alchemy and religion. And what I mean is that all of a sudden Bethesda rolled out an update that was unnecessary at all, just to screw with the developers of London mod. So yeah. Spell shaping. While casting targeted area of effect spells, gain the ability to increase or decrease the size of the area at the cost of or benefit of power level. Oh, I like that. Here's a single target, the hard inspiration for a moderate duration. I think I'll take... I don't know. Devotion for the faithful. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, you... Oh, I thought she gained another level. And either... I always want to call him either... Survival. The fighter becomes resistant to might, afflictions, stagger days, and stand. Gives a damage bonus, yes, and that. Yes, I did watch it.
At the palace. Of course. Something about
It was
luminous
hilarious.
A giant.
Oh my fucking god, this is huge. Sorry. Okay. Periki's overlook, I guess. A principal group notices you walking, of course they do. And I haven't saved. Can I do it quickly? No. Can I save? No. Seraphim stops as the other pirates approach, his fists balled. The heat of his anger flushes your skin and sips beneath, simmering your thoughts.
Hold up, Cap. That be Malnage, the High Queen Sea Devil of the Deadfire herself, awaiting us like a shark in heat.
Be ready for anything.
Always, Cap.
A flash of ice-cold loathing cuts through the heat of Seraphim's anger, threatening to wash all over. Fight against it. Aching shoulders, aching wrists, aching ankles bound and gagged, the filthy rag in your mouth soaked through and briny, every breath like drowning, hanging from the bowsprit, the rise and fall swells the sea spray of chilling shock, Malna shouting from the bulwark. Ignore it, she says. Ignore it and Fox use the sack of spider shit. Reality rushes back in like an approaching wave.
Captain?
Yeah.
I've heard a mess and a half about you. Mostly good. Though I see your tasting company could use some refining.
Typical Malnage. Can't match my skill, so you try to spew shit.
Boy, when you're as old as me, your skill will still be naught more than the untrained fumbling of an Adeiran maid to the refined workings of my mind.
Are you done too? Done posturing? I've better things to do.
I've heard about your run-ins with Captains Benweth and Ferrante. Meeting the old Principe seems like. Almost makes a girl green. The envy of missing the party. I'm tracking a man by the name of Rimaro. Traitor to the cause.
Romaro ain't no traitor, you mind-blind sack of squid squirts.
Seraphim growls, fists tighten for bristling. You feel the anger coil around him and spill outward, and your vision begins to swim. Fight it. No, there's no reason to fight it. A sharp strike against your cheek, and your head hits hard, the wet of something rolling down the back of your scalp, clumping in your fur, the Balnash standing over you, fists balled, a flash like thunder and copper in your mouth. Then an old man, eyes equal parts kindness and rage, hauling her back, shouting her down, turning to you, leaning in, the rage fleeing. The anger slides past you, and your vision resolves into the Neketaka street.
Captain, there'll be a bounty of some 4,000 pounds on Rimaro, quick or dead. I'd be willing to cut you 1/10 of that, here and now, if you give me any knowledge you might have stumbled across on your travels.
I know nothing about this. Malnash's eyes narrow to sharp lines in her graying fur, and her lip curls back over her sharp teeth.
Careful, Watcher. You don't want to go making yourself an enemy of the Principe Sen Patrena. Anyone aids our enemies shares their fate, you know?
She draws a finger across her throat.
Fare thee well, Captain. See you around, Seraphim.
Okay, we made it without a fight. I've saved. Great. The most important thing. Yeah, and now that we're supposed to have what? New Vegas in the second season? I think. Ricky's Overlook. Is someone gonna bother us? Okay.
Yes?
If that's the case, then I'll finish it here on a cliffhanger. Yeah, but yeah, long story short, there are rumors that there will be Caesar in season 2, and he might be played by Jack Black, which apparently would have destroyed the character. I don't know. I didn't play the games. I just sing the songs from the radio. So yeah, we will see. Hopefully it will be great. But anyway, it's late. I need to. Good night and goodbye.